to Pick Show. Let's pick go. If you excuse me, just gotta put on my coat. My pick coat. So, on today's episode of the... fuck! Kyle told me it doesn't fucking show my face if I'm up there, and I just was doing this shit, and I didn't even see it. On today's episode of Pick Show, we're gonna have a guest whom we've had on another episode before, but it was a like one of those shitty episodes where we didn't have mics or anything. Just shitty garbage, fucking. Anyway, today's guest is fucking. Too early. Welcome back to the Big Show, Peter. It's been a while.
Thank you for having me.
Don't fucking lean into the mic. We had another guy do that and...
Alright.
Stop! Okay. So, are you excited to be back on the Big... You were actually, if I remember correctly, you were our very first guest on the Pig Show. Stop! Leaning into the microphone. You don't have to do that. What are you gonna say though?
That's correct. I indeed was the first. I would maybe say I was your virginal interview.
What the fuck does that mean?
I was your first.
You guys can continue, but my dumb fucking ass didn't start recording the audio.
Fuck! Well, let's start over.
Oh, Jesus.
Kyle!
Whatever. Wasn't too happy.
Linda! Yeah, I had to give Miguel his beers. Because he said he wasn't drunk yet. That's fucking gay.
Make sure you... I'll just keep it recording, so if you guys just want to do it, and then I'll just leave it all in there.
Audio's going now, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll make a truck back. Welcome back to the Pick Show. I'm running out of dumb ways to fucking enter this room and start this. Today on the Pick Show, we've got a very, very special guest, particularly because he was the very first guest on the Pick Show ever in our pilot episode, back when we didn't have mics or any decent quality shit. And I do mean decent, not good, because our shit still fucking sucks, and there's Cheetos all over my fucking desk. I gotta go get him real quick, I'll be right back. Welcome our very special guest, Dreeder Pennon. Thank you, thank you. Peter, it is excellent to have you back on the show after all this time. You were our very, very first guest on the Pick Show ever, and you're back, finally. And there's been a lot of changes, actually, since you've last. I'm breathing really hard because I had to carry you in. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm fine.
Doing good?
I'm just very, very excited that you're on the show. That's all. It's a monumental occasion after all our growth and development to have you back. And when you were last on the Pig Show, it was indeed our pilot episode. Before barbecue, before chicken sandwich, it was Peter. And we didn't have mics. We were on our old set. It was there was nothing that was actually good, and there still isn't. But there's stuff that's better. So what do you think? First off, before we get into interviewing you again, what do you think of the improvements we made? You have experience with the old school Pig Show. So what do you think about the differences and the improvements? How does it appear to you? Because ultimately we rely on customer feedback here at Heinen's grocery store.
I enjoy the microphones. They have a lot.
You don't have to lean into them. Stop leaning into it. You don't have to fucking do that. Do you see me doing it? You can sit back and they'll pick you up fine.
The pot.
Stop.
All right. I think. Oh.
Stop.
Thank you. Thank you. I like that someone drew a nose. Finally. I think he deserved a nose. Other than that, I think it's pretty much the same.
What? We are literally in a completely different place.
I mean, yeah, but there's still just shit thrown everywhere. And that's like the whole shtick, right?
That's a fair point. All right, Mr. Peter. If you'll excuse some, we might go through some repetition this time around because, as I said, you were on the Pick Show during the infantile stages where we hadn't quite gotten it figured out yet. Pilot episodes, as it were. So if I go over some of the same stuff with you, I apologize. You just if you could just go along with it, help me out because I'm a terrible show host and I'm not good at anything. And please help me so I don't lose my show, because if I lose my show, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
I can maybe pull a few strings to save the series, but I can promise nothing.
Alright, let's go. So, Dreeder Pennon, you are the bassist for TheOuter Waves, the best band ever.
This is correct.
I told you didn't have to lean into the microphone, buddy. Just sit back, relax. How do you like being the bassist for TheOuter Waves?
It's good. I mean, I can really have a place to express myself on stage.
Stop leaning in to the fucking microphone, Peter.
Sorry.
Now, being the bassist for TheOuter Waves, and once again, I touched on this a little bit the last time I saw you, which was a while ago now. How does it feel to have to fill the shoes of somebody who left the position before you?
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
You are the bassist for TheOuter Waves. Ryan Matz was the bassist for TheOuter Waves, and he isn't anymore. You are replacing Ryan Matz. How does that feel, buddy?
Got a lot of if you were to walk in my shoes, you'd find a lot of pressure around the heels. Because,
Sorry, what?
Because he laid the groundwork for me, and I'm picking up what he left down.
You're taking up the groundwork? Why would you do that? It's supposed to be on the ground. You're supposed to build on it.
Alright, fine. Good point. Got me.
You feeling alright there, Mr. Pennon?
Fine.
No, I'm just saying, you look a little tired, that's all.
I was taking a nap on the couch earlier. I should be fine.
Don't fucking point over there at a couch. People don't... This is a set. There's no couch over there. This is in somebody's basement in their house. This is a fucking professional set. And there's a beeping happening. What the fuck is that?
Cut to a shot of the couch. There you go.
Is there a truck backing up somewhere? Because that's what it fucking sounds like. I told Don this. I had your manager, your general manager, that is Don, on my show at a previous point that is undisclosed in this episode because the episodes exist on their own dimensional plane and are not related or connected at all, and we did not film them in the same night in the same place. But I touched on him. I touched him in his penis.
Touched him?
Yeah, in his penis, like I said. But unrelated.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, I don't know. But I touched on this subject, not his penis, but this subject a little bit with him. I'm hoping to get Mr. Max, the man whom you've replaced, to come on the show because, in my opinion, he's a swell guy. I'd love to talk to him, have a little chat. And once again, if you're watching this, come on my show. Peter, you know, in all this time, all these years since you've last been on the picture, I'm sure you don't even remember what it used to be like back in those glory days, but they still haven't learned how to not play the fucking theme song just whenever they damn well please, and they're probably gonna do it again right now as I'm talking because they're fucking smart-ass dicks, and they think it's fucking hilarious to play it in the middle of sentences when I'm fucking talking!
We got a beer almost rolling off. Sorry, I just don't know what that means.
Thank you. That's helpful. I appreciate that.
Hey, can I plug something?
Plug something?
Yeah.
What? You mean like promote something? I mean, my show's not exactly a...
Well, shut up. This episode is brought to you by Serrano Chili Peppers. They're good. You can make it some meat, maybe a can of beans. Add pepper in, spice it up. Mmm.
Yeah, sponsored by that. Anyway, as I was saying, where were we? Let's just redo the thing where I throw your bass at you, because that was funny, right? I mean, we can't have you blow up a balloon like we did last time. I really hope one of those fucking faggots sitting over there fucking taking care of this shit gets up and actually operates the camera so it stays on me the whole time instead of just letting me sit there.
Oh, fuck.
So, you're the bassist? Let's talk about your bass and etc. Haha, it's a Schecter. I've never heard of that. It's because you don't play guitar, do you?
I regret this bit already.
What do you mean, bit? I don't know if you know this, Mr. Pennant, but this is a very serious show we're having right now.
This is not a good idea. Can I bail?
It also wasn't a good idea to not...
Fuck!
Are you okay there, Mr. Pennant? Please cut out all my laughter in post.
Interviewing, ask me questions. Fuck!
So, you've got your Schecter bass there.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Is it good quality?
Sure. I don't like 5 strings anymore. I prefer to have 5, that's all you really need. Fuck.
Alright. So, if you were to upgrade from a Schecter Omen Extreme, what would you get instead?
Fuck. This is not funny. I'll go for a Fender Jet in space. Fuck.
I've heard of Fender.
I hope so. Fuck. Hey, would you want one of these?
No, I think I'm good.
Are you sure? They're pretty tasty.
Why did you do that? What's so funny, Mr. Pennon?
No, they're just your sense of comedy.
Oh, thank you. That's really nice of you to say. You know, I've had a lot of guests on this show before you, meeting in the new set and in the new studio and stuff, and they haven't been as nice to me as you've been. So I really appreciate your kindness and your generosity in your attitude and the way you're acting.
Oh, fuck. It's so bad.
What, my show? You weren't saying my show is bad, were you?
Oh, no, sir. I gotta bail. Please, allow me to. My fucking face is tingling.
Just put the ready whip in your mouth. Would you mind sharing that?
This?
No, the other thing.
No, please, I need it. Not joking! My fucking cheeks are tingling, they're going numb.
So, Mr. Dreeter Pennon.
Yes?
I'm gonna stop saying we touched on this because I'm just repeating the same expression, and it's a gay expression. I should stop using it in general. But last time you were on the show, many moons ago, in the forgotten times, we talked about your other bandmates on them, and then you fucking cut me off and were like, "Oh, I thought this was about me. I'm Peter. I'm fucking." So, what do you think about your other band members?
There's some way to stop this. Barbecue check. I think maybe Jesus has shown a lot of growth since I've known him. Jeremy for quite a while. I always respect his musicianship. Oh, fuck. My whole face is fucking.
Whoa, look at that. The other moving head started working out of random, and it totally wasn't that I plugged it back in because my foot unplugged it like an idiot. Alright, so what about your managers? I understand that the Outer Waves, the band you were in that you play bass for, they have some managerial staff as well. What do you think about those fellows?
Sounds good, guy. Let me port me on his head one time. No, and no one else, at least I think they're going to be well complicated. Then of course there's the most important part of the band. Melty Boy.
When did you meet Melty Boy?
I met Melty Boy when I believe it was at the Foundry venue. When I met him, he was just a regular old LED candle. It was never the same after we held a flame to his flame.
Tell me about that night, Peter. Oh, fuck yeah.
From that point on, I knew I was in love.
We're in love.
Yes, sir.
Are you gay?
It's not gay to be in love with a melting coal.
Fucking train wreck! Anyway.
Yeah.
How hard are those peppers that you ate, that you plugged?
1 to 10, 1 being sriracha and 10 being utter death. High 7.
Alright. No! What are you doing?
I can't handle it.
No! Don't do that! I can't let you do that. Because if anybody's gonna shoot you in the face, it's gonna be me.
That was gay. No, come on.
I'm not eating that fucking pepper. You are sitting here dying, and you want me to eat this pepper.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you? The cameras can't even see me. Even if I
Where
did
the fuck did that camera go?
Ran out of fucking cardigan. Ran out of sweaters.
Sweaters?
Cardigan.
Oh.
Can I go now?
Yeah.
You ruined it.
Alright, bye everyone.